Hi guys, how are you today? Happy Saturday. It's Chelsea.Corrine, and it is time for another story time video here. Thanks so much for coming again. If this is your first time here, well, every day at 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, I post another story time video for kids while we're in quarantine to give everybody something different to do. I post it, well, depending on where you're watching it right now, you already know it's either on YouTube or on Facebook, facebook.com/Chelsea.Corrine9 and youtube.com/Chelsea.Corrine. Today, we are going to be reading Mickey Mouse, The Kitten-Sitters. So we're going to get into this in just a quick second. If you're on my Facebook page right now, don't forget to hit that like button for the page itself and the like button on this video. You can comment down below any book suggestions you have. I have a lot of Disney books, so if you or your kids have a favorite Disney character, comment that down below. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe, hit the notification bell, like this video, and also comment down below any book suggestions you have. But without further ado, let's get into Mickey Mouse, The Kitten-Sitters. Guess what? Said Mickey Mouse to his nephews Morty and Ferdy. We're going to be kitten-sitters. Minnie is going to leave Figaro with a kitten with us tonight while she visits her cousin Millie. At that moment, there was a wild clucking and flapping and crowning from the next door. Pluto the pup came racing across the lawn with a big angry rooster close behind him. Pluto hid under the porch while Mickey shooed the rooster back to his own yard. "Pluto!" scolded Minnie. "Chasing chickens again? Aren't you ashamed?" Pluto was a bit ashamed, but only because he had let the rooster bully him. Creeping out from under the porch, he wagged his tail and sheepishly tried to grin. "I think it's a good thing Figaro is going to stay with you," said Minnie to Mickey. "Figaro is a little gentleman. He could teach Pluto how to behave." With that, Minnie handed her kitten to Mickey. Then she got into her car and drove away. Minnie was scarcely out of sight when Figaro jumped out of Mickey's arms and scampered into the house. In the kitchen, he saw a pitcher of cream that Mickey had forgotten to put away. One short jump up to the chair seat, followed by a second jump to the tabletop, brought Figaro right to the cream. The pitcher wobbled and then tipped over. Cream spilled and ran off the table and on to the floor. Pluto growled a warning growl as Figaro lapped up the cream. "Take it easy, Pluto," said Mickey, wiping up the spilled cream. "Figaro is our guest." When Figaro heard that, he wrinkled his nose at Pluto and stuck out his little pink tongue. Then he romped through the ashes of the fireplace and left sooty footprints on the carpet. "Figaro's a very messy little guest," said Mickey's nephew Morty as he got out the vacuum cleaner. At dinner time, Pluto ate his dog food the way a good dog should. But no matter how Mickey and the boys coaxed, Figaro wouldn't touch the special kitty food Minnie had left for him. He did at last nibble some imported sardines. "He's a fussy little guest," said Ferdy. At bedtime, Pluto curled up in his basket without any complaint. Did Figaro curl up on the fine soft cushions Minnie had brought for him? He did not. Instead, he got into bed with Morty and nipped at his toes. Then he got into bed with Ferdy and tickled both his ears. Finally, he bounced off to the kitchen and the house became very still. "Uncle Mickey," called Morty, "did you remember to close the kitchen window?" "Oh no," cried Mickey. He jumped out of bed and ran to the kitchen. The kitchen window was open and Figaro the kitten was nowhere to be seen. Mickey and the boys went through the house. They looked under every chair and behind every door. "Figaro," they called. They went out into the yard. They looked under every bush and behind every tree. No Figaro. "He's really run away," Mickey decided at last. Morty and Ferdy followed Mickey back to the house, where Mickey put on his coat over his pajamas. "You two stay here," he told the boys. "Pluto and I will find Figaro. Leave the porch light on for us." Pluto did not wag his tail, and he didn't even try to grin as he got out of his cozy basket. But Off he went to help Mickey in the search. They went to Minnie's house first, but Figaro hadn't gone home. Then they went to the park down the street. "Have you seen a little black and white kitten?" Mickey asked the policeman at the gate. "I certainly have," answered the policeman. "He was by the pond teasing the ducks." Mickey and Pluto hurried to the pond. Figaro wasn't there. He had been there, though. He had left behind some small muddy footprints and several large, excited ducks. Mickey and Pluto followed the trail of footprints to Main Street, where they met a crew of firemen. "I'm looking for a black and white kitten," said Mickey to the firemen. "Is that so?" said one of the firemen. "We just rescued a black and white kitten. He climbed a telephone pole and couldn't get down again." He ran through the alley. In the alley, a dairy truck driver was busily cleaning up broken eggs in his truck. "Have you seen a kitten?" asked Mickey. "Have I?" said the driver. "He jumped into my truck and knocked over dozens of eggs." Mickey groaned as he paid for the smashed eggs. When Mickey and Pluto finally trudged home, it was dawn. They had searched the whole town. They had even been to the police station, but they had not found Figaro. "What will Aunt Minnie say?" asked the boys. "I hate to think what Aunt Minnie will say," answered poor Mickey. Before long, Minnie drove up. Mickey and the boys looked worried as they went out to meet her. "Where's Figaro?" asked Minnie. No one answered. "Something has happened to him." Minnie was upset and she was angry. "Can't I trust you to watch just one sweet little kitten for me?" Just then, there was a loud clucking and squawking from the yard next door. At least a dozen frantic hens came flapping over the fence. Close behind the hens came the big, angry rooster. Close behind the rooster came Figaro the kitten. Figaro's fur was rumpled, and he carried a long tail feather between his teeth. "There's your sweet little kitten," said Mickey. "Figaro!" cried Minnie, not believing her eyes. At the sound of her voice, Figaro skidded to a sudden stop. He sat down and mewed a gentle cat mew. He tried quickly to smooth his dusty fur with his little pink tongue. "He ran away last night," explained Mickey. "He teased the ducks in the park and broke the eggs in the dairy truck and now he's chasing chickens," finished Minnie. "I hoped he'd teach Pluto some manners," Minnie went on. "Instead, Pluto has been teaching him to do those naughty things. Teasing ducks, chasing chickens. The very idea! I'll never leave him here again." "It wasn't Pluto's fault," protested Morty. "He didn't do anything bad," added Ferdy. "He stayed up all night trying to find Figaro." But Minnie wouldn't listen. She picked up Figaro and got into her car and drove quickly away. "Don't worry, boys," said Mickey. "We'll tell her the whole story later when she's not upset." "Please don't tell her too soon," begged Morty. "As long as Aunt Minnie thinks Pluto is a naughty dog, we won't have to kitten sit with Figaro." Mickey smiled. "Maybe we should wait a little while. We could always use some peace and quiet." "I did learn one thing," yawned Mickey, as he stretched out beside Pluto under a shady tree. "There's not much sitting in kitten sitting." The end. I hope you enjoyed some Mickey Mouse, the Kitten-Sitters. If you do, don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you're on YouTube, like this video, hit the notification bell. If you're on Facebook, like this video. Also, like this page. Let me know any book suggestions you have. And like I said, I do have, let's pull them out, the books for this week. I will write the schedule down below as well, and they'll be on every video this week, but I have them. So tomorrow, we're actually going to be doing something a little special. We have 3 books because they're a little shorter, and it is Easter. So we're going to do 3 pop-up books by Beatrix Potter. We have The Tale of Peter Rabbit, a classic. The Tale of Tom Kitten, another classic, if I don't hit myself with it enough. And The Tale of Jemima, Puddle-Duck. All 3 being pop-up books. So those are going to be read tomorrow. Then on Monday, we have Mickey and Friends, Let's Go to the Fire Station. On Tuesday, personal favorite of mine, we have Marvel Black Widow. This is Black Widow. Wednesday? Sure, Wednesday, it's going to be Rio 2 Untamed Talent. Thursday, we have a Winnie the Pooh book, Rain, Rain, Come Again. Friday, Frozen 2, Elsa's Epic Journey. And then we're going to round out the week with the Bernstain Bears, That's So Rude on Saturday. 3 of these books, actually I think 3, right? 4 of these books will be included in some sort of giveaway at the end of all of this, after all the reading and things die down. These are 4 books that I bought separately, so these will all be included in a giveaway at the end. So stay tuned for that. Have a great rest of your Saturday. Have a happy Easter, happy Passover, and I will see you back here tomorrow at 4 o'clock. And stay happy, healthy, and try not to go stir crazy during quarantine.